Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the series. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button. We're moving on to the next episode. Here it is. Y'all enjoy, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Hey y'all, still getting used to this whole voiceover thing. As you can see, we're still welding up the bottom from the last video. Now we're moving into cutting the legs off the rack. The original design of the rack had legs, but as we got to talking, we came up with the idea of adding wheels to it. When it's in the fire station, it's nice to be able to move stuff around and make space where it's needed and cram stuff in a tight corner if need be. So here in this clip, you can see I'm cutting up the C-channel to make the footing for the wheels, and you can see it kind of sliding around a little bit. This thing's an awkward shape and a little bit of a long length, so it was kind of hard to get it clamped down, so I didn't even try. I just went ahead and held it with one hand and cut with the other. Was the simplest thing at the time to make this fast. So as you can see here, I moved my drill press to the wheel cart. I don't have a work table just yet. I don't have enough room in the shop, so I'm down here on my knees working with the drill press. To make the brackets for the wheels, I took C-channel and welded two pieces together to make a square instead of ordering a whole another 20-foot section of square tubing that would have cost double the price. But before I welded it, I went ahead and drilled the holes to match the bolt holes for the wheels. The original design of the rack had these cross members cut just short of the width of the rack. That way they would fit down inside the side rails. As you can see, I'm sliding them around for fitment. Putting it together, I realized that would have created a gap in between the wood and the metal because the side rails would sit up above the cross members, and that would have created, like I said, a gap between the wood and the cross members itself. Back at the drill press, pre-drilling the holes in the cross members before welding them in. That saves a lot of time when I can go ahead and drill these holes in the drill press versus welding them in and then coming back and having to use a hand drill to drill these holes. It makes a huge difference and saves a whole lot of time. Now I'm mounting the cross members in the top of the rack, which is actually the bottom side of the rack since it's upside down. You can notice I have a little trouble with my tape measure here. Gravity is not working with me, and I can say don't buy a cheap tape measure. It tends to fall down. You need one that's good and stiff. Now that we got it all set in place, we're running some tacks, and now we're welding it out like we want it. If you're ever wondering if your welds are good enough, just go ahead and hang on it like a jungle gym. So once I got my wheel brackets clamped in place like I wanted them, I went ahead and did a weld out on them. And if you can look right now, you'll see I'm spraying with a can. So I wanted to cool these things down before it messed up the bearings and the wheels. And you don't want to put cold water on it. One, you'll quench it and it'll make that weld really brittle. Two, you don't want to put water on fresh metal. There's no coating on it, so it will rust pretty quick. Probably by this evening it would have went ahead and rusted. So I sprayed WD-40. One, it's room temperature, so it's not going to quench it as bad. And then two, it provides an oil layer over top of the weld, which will help protect the weld and keep it from rusting since it is bare metal. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of the weld. Nothing fancy, just a 6-inch bead. Like I said, this is a welding channel, so this is what you're here for, so I wanted to show you a little bit of it up close. I hope y'all enjoying this little mini series of the gear rack. This is episode 2. If you'd like to watch episode 3, once I have it uploaded, it'll be right over here on the right where it says watch this. Just click on that video link and it'll take you right to it.